Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the StreamYard Spotlight Show. It is so good to be back. I am your co-host, Dana Bentz.
And I'm your co-host, Kelsey Bentz. It's so good to be back, everyone. How's it going? Happy Thursday.
Yeah, happy Thursday. Thanks so much for everyone who's tuning in. Let us know where you're tuning in from here in the chat. Digital Arts Drew, thanks for tuning in. I think we need a co-hosting name, like Kelsey and Dana combined, something like that. Let us know what you think in the comments.
Oh yeah, we do
Tim,
one of those.
Hey, Tim Bences, hey, thanks for tuning in. Joe Harvey, thanks for tuning in.
Hi, Mohammed, thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Tim is from Shahola, PA, Pennsylvania. I love it. East Coast like me. Germany, Stamford, Connecticut. Folsom Prison. Not sure if I believe that, but if that's true, then that's super cool. Thanks for tuning in, especially.
It's super cool.
Welcome. Good morning. Watching from Nepal. Oh my gosh, Amrit, thanks for being here.
Yeah, let us know what time it is there. Wow, that's wild.
It is tomorrow, probably.
It is tomorrow.
Boston. He says, okay, not really Boston. Hello. Oh my gosh, we have so many people. We have Tucson, Arizona. We have the Philippines in the house.
Okay.
Long Island.
All over the world. I love to see it. This is awesome.
I'm in New York. I'm close to Joe.
I also like how the colors of our backgrounds kind of match the color of our background. Isn't that neat?
So true. And we're on the right sides as well.
Like we planned it or something. Well, for all of you who are new here, we do this show every single month called StreamYard Spotlight, where we get to take the time to feature one of the members in our StreamYard community and feature their show, talk about all the ways they use StreamYard, and they usually use StreamYard in really unique ways. But for those of you who have been with us for a long time, we've had Johnny, our special guest tonight, on the show before. But we decided, since he's such a die-hard StreamYard user, he uses StreamYard all the time in unique ways, we thought we'd bring him back for round 2 because we have a lot to learn from Johnny Beane. So without further ado, I'd say we bring him on up. What about you?
Do it. Hey, Johnny.
Whoa. Hey.
Here he is.
Thank you.
That is not you. I love it, Johnny.
I bring my own applause.
Ah. And you told us you haven't been a guest in a really long time, right? Since you only usually host, right?
I'm nervous. I'm never a guest on these things. Never. I'm always hosting shows pretty much almost every day, you know. Especially, most of them I'm sitting right here, but I also do a lot of them where I'm walking around, vlog style. I do a lot of that kind of stuff as well. But
Cool.
but the talk show stuff, I'm sitting right here, and it's very very cozy, I guess.
And you have quite the background. I love all the
know.
guitars behind you and the
Thank you,
kitten on the couch.
Ned.
Ned.
He's known as Ned Zeppelin or Ned Templeman.
Oh,
That's
cute.
him. That's
I
him
love
right
that.
there, and got guitar. This is called the Guitar Moir, right
oh my
here.
god,
And,
guitar
and-
more. Come
and
on.
on
Love
my
it.
show, anytime there's any donations towards the channel, towards the shows, the lights will change a lot of times, and
So
it's
nice.
magic. It's
That's
magical.
amazing.
Yeah.
That's some pro stuff right there.
So
Yeah.
I want to talk. We can talk more about the background too, because I do want to get into your setup, Johnny. But I'm curious for all of our viewers. I know we have a lot of your viewers here in our chat today. Thank you for joining our show too. But for
Yes.
our viewers who've never met you before, who are you and what is your show all about?
Oh, how much time do we got? Really, I'm
Not
I'm
that long.
I know. I'm used to doing these shows 2 hours minimum. My shows are 2 hours, sometimes 3 hours, 4 hours. Sometimes we do New Year's Eve shows where we're live like 9 hours. I mean, there's
Wow.
so much stuff. It's craziness. But basically, I'm a musician, a guitarist, obviously, huge Van Halen fan. I mean, a lot of the content on my channel is Van Halen related. And I'm a touring musician. I was signed to a major record label 20 years ago or something. And basically what happened was I started doing these things called Google Hangouts back in 2010, 11, somewhere.
Yep, we remember those.
Yeah.
And I was jumping in with like rock stars, like asking them questions and stuff. And when that, and so basically I started doing my own show, 2000. Well, I was a guest on a show called the Huffington Post Live. And
Whoa.
that featured actually a guest, a guitarist by the name of Andy Summers. You might know him from a band called The Police.
Okay.
You know, Sting.
Yeah.
Sting, The Police.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I was a guest. He was the guest, but I was a guest on there, and he knew me. It was a really weird situation. He's like, "You're Johnny." Like, he knew me because we had met a bunch of times. So anyway, after that, I started doing these types of shows, you know, talking rock music, guitars, Van Halen, cats, you know, anything. And when Google took Hangouts away, it was like, man, what are we going to do? You know, we got to find another way to do these shows. And all of a sudden, there was StreamYard, you know, just like that. And it answered all our problems were solved.
Just like that. They were all
Just
solved.
like that. Just like
So
that.
So you found all the features that Hangouts had on StreamYard?
Yeah, and more, and
More.
much easier to use. Hangouts was actually a pain. Sorry, Google. It was actually a pain to get guests into your shows.
Okay.
You had to add people to your circle. It was called Circles. Google. What was it? It was called Google. What was that called? I mean, it was Hangouts, but it was almost like Google's answer to Facebook. And to get a guest on your show, you had to add each other to your circles, and then it was always like a mystery if somebody was ever going to show up on your show. It was really weird. But once we discovered StreamYard, I mean, it was just so easy just to you know, you send a link out, they click the link, they turn on their mic and their camera, and boom, they're there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very easy to use, and I love it. It's amazing.
Now you have musicians on. I mean, you're obviously a musician yourself, but what is the whole like musicians tech setup supposed to be like on StreamYard?
Well, you mean like microphone and camera and
Yeah. Like, do you have to do
and-
anything
and
different
when you play and stuff?
Yeah.
Not really. I mean, what I do actually, thank you, Janice Lala, Google Plus. That's what it was called. It was Google
yes.
Plus.
I remember that.
Thank you, Janice.
Mhm.
Let's see. Well, a good mic, headphones, if you have an interface. Actually, I do a show Sunday nights where I use StreamYard called the Sunday Night String Change Show, where I either work on guitars, change strings, and talk, or I play, play maybe this guitar here, and just, and it's all through StreamYard. It really is. You guys have just a great setup as far as stereo sound. Sherman Callahan, there you are, man. I just saw Sherman down in L.A. We were just at this thing called the NAMM show, which is a musical music merchant convention, and I got to meet one of my viewers, Sherman Callahan.
Fun, Sherman. Thanks for tuning in.
The other day, and it was awesome.
Cool.
I'm so impressed. Oh, go ahead, Kels.
Well, I'm curious. We mentioned at the beginning of the show, you were one of our first guests on Spotlight back in 2020. So we are like about 2 years later, and we're having you on again. And I know you are one of the OG live streamers with Google and Google Hangouts and Google Plus. But I want to know what has changed or evolved with the way that you use StreamYard from the first time we had you on the show till now.
I mean, I've been doing it just more and more and more. I mean, almost like you guys said, almost every day.
Yeah.
I mean, I do scheduled shows where I'm sitting here. See, a lot of these people, they're used to see me sitting right here.
Yeah.
With talking in the mic with the cat and the guitar on the couch and the guitar more. I do scheduled shows Tuesdays. Let me see, Tuesday, Friday, I can't even think. Tuesday.
Wow.
I do so many, because I use StreamYard to go live to YouTube, to Facebook, to Twitch.
Nice.
And I'm hoping at some point, like you guys, LinkedIn. I'm hoping I'm applying to try to get accepted to LinkedIn. They're not taking me seriously yet, but one of these days.
One of these days.
They're taking on more people. I keep
Charm
hearing.
them.
Yeah. Keep trying.
Yeah.
Get there.
Yeah. But what has changed? I mean, it's just the more you do something, the easier it gets. You think, and the better. And it's definitely there. I mean, there's been just growth as far as how I do these shows, and again, StreamYard really makes it easy. I mean, it's just. Anybody, Ned Templeman could actually produce his own show at some point.
That would be a sight.
It really is. It's so easy to use, and it makes it just to do this stuff, and if you do a show every day or almost every day like I do, I don't just pop on and sit here. And sometimes I do, actually. Sometimes I'll just jump on, like if there's breaking news, within the music community or whatever it is that I'm talking about. But I do a lot of promotion for a lot of shows too, where I promote to Instagram, to Facebook, to TikTok, to all these different places. And I don't know.
You mentioned that there was a lot of growth in like your setup and like ease of use even for you. Like, can you tell me more details about that? Like, did your actual tech setup expand, or like what have you found that has worked the best to enhance your live streaming experience with StreamYard?
The more you do this, the more how do I explain it? The bigger things are getting, the more complicated it gets. As far as I just got this new mic just the other day, the mic and the arm, and I've been sitting there with the same the same cheap. Where is it actually? It's right here. I've been sitting there with the same SM58 for literally almost 7 years.
But listen, those are like those you can't blow those up. They're so solid.
They are. They're amazing.
Yeah.
They're amazing. They're amazing. It's been just, I've actually been using this mic for about 20 years now, as far as gigs and stuff. But I just got this new mic here.
Well, it's great. That mic is awesome. Looks legit and sounds legit too.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Sounds really good.
Thank you. But yeah, the more you do, the more your setup gets, the more complicated it gets, and it's like it's great to have a platform like StreamYard where it's just so easy to use. I mean, yeah, you do have to. There is some learning to do, but once you get it, I could do these shows in my sleep, and sometimes I do because, like I said, sometimes we stream for 11 hours, and I mean he's asleep right now.
That's sometimes how I feel too. Like, especially when you're doing a similar show that you just get so used to how to do it. It's like. It's just so easy. Like you really get into the kind of routine of it and the pattern of it, right? Like, you're like, okay, I need to click this first, then this, then I click this, then I click that. It's like you can,
yes,
it just
like
like
second nature.
Yeah,
exactly.
there's a routine, there's a pattern, there's a what's the word? I'm trying to think what it is. There's just a way. You do what works, and then you just that's how you do it.
Yeah, used to it.
But
so I'm so impressed, Johnny, with the consistency that you have. Like, how do you do it every day?
Folgers? No, actually Starbucks.
That's the best. You have to upgrade from Folgers to Starbucks.
I could have said something else, but no. No, it's just it's just fun. It's so much fun doing this type of stuff. And I've been doing this for so many years. It's like when 2020 happened and a lot of people were trying to figure out how to do this type of thing. I was helping a lot of my friends get set up and to do their their own shows, and it was all with StreamYard. I mean, because it's just so easy to use, and it's
That's awesome. I love that you're telling everyone about it. You're telling your whole audience. You're telling all your friends and helping them
all the time. I wear the shirt all the time. I mean, it is very, very comfortable.
It's a good shirt.
I know, it's a nice shirt, huh? We matched today.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
I like that. So a little while ago, you were talking about promo and how you promo to Instagram, TikTok. I forget all the other ones. Can you walk Kelsey and I through what the promo process looks like?
Generally what I'll do first is I'll create the session through StreamYard for that show.
Okay.
It's always good to do it. The earlier, the better. And with StreamYard, I think you can go up to a week. I think you can schedule a show like a week in advance. So I'll schedule that show out, and then I'll grab that link to that video. Excuse me. And then I'll make the thumbnail, and then I'll go over to Instagram, and I've got a couple different Instagram accounts that I use, and I'll put that as a story, put that as a tappable link, the video, and then share that to the different accounts, and then I'll share that over to Twitter. And I've got several different Twitter accounts. You guys will realize that once you log in, because I tagged you guys everywhere. And then what I'll do is I'll go over to TikTok, and I'll do a separate standalone TikTok video, like a voiceover, with the thumbnail and then with some music. It's either my music, because I've got my own. I'm a musician, so I've got music that's available on TikTok and pretty much everywhere. But sometimes I'll do just a 15-second video with music and voiceover.
Cool. And it's just announcing the show. That's it. Or the
for that
music.
day.
Like, does the audio announce the show, or it's just
Well, yeah, the thumbnail announces it, like it says, tonight, what it is, and I'll use stickers, on Instagram and TikTok. You have these GIFs, that move around, and so I'll put at the top, tonight, 8 p.m. It's always, you want to say Eastern, 8 p.m. Eastern. Whatever that show is for that day, because I have several different scheduled shows I do, like series, and then I'll just put a quick voiceover, like something like, "Hey, this is Johnny Beane. Tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern, we're doing exclusively Van Halen, the Van Halen show. We're talking to so and so. Join us 8 p.m. Eastern, Johnny Beane TV."
That's
like
so
that quick.
smart. Yeah,
that
that's really
fast.
smart. And that doesn't take you any time at all.
No, and I usually do them in my car. I usually leave this door and I jump into my car and I'm sitting here on my phone,
That's awesome.
you know, doing these quick little videos.
Yeah.
And almost every day I do this stuff. I do put a lot. Sometimes it might not seem like I prep my shows out a lot because they seem kind of disjointed and kind of weird sometimes, but I do put a lot. I probably put more into the promotion than I do the actual show sometime, but really, I mean, the way my shows have always been, they've been real loose.
Yeah.
Real, just more like, we started on Google Hangouts. Google, it's a hangout.
Right.
Hang out, talk, talk the guitars. I mean, if I'm interviewing somebody, sometimes I get, some rock stars on the show and, we talk about, them and it's just loose.
Yeah, just like banter, chats, kind of casual. I think that's cool. It's natural that way.
And I feel like that's why your viewers are so attracted, or your audience is like so attracted to you and your show, and they want to show up every time, is because like of the vibe you have in your stream. Like it's like we're all hanging out. Like I know whenever I've tuned in, you always shout me out in the comments. You're like, "Oh hey, it's Dana from StreamYard tuning in," and it makes you feel like you're a part of the stream.
Mm-hmm. Oh, definitely. The audience is a huge part of the show.
Yeah.
Sometime, I mean, back in the day when I first started these shows, there is a lot of looking at the chat and getting the questions and the comments from them and stuff. But the more you do it, the bigger it gets. I really, I keep an eye. Talking about gear, I use a MacBook Air. So I've got a MacBook that's always right here. Yeah. So I'm logged into StreamYard twice. I'm logged in right here, doing the main thing. And then I've StreamYard down here as well, where I'm logged in as me again or another me or something. And I'm able to like share the screen from over here. And since I'm using a MacBook Air, I'm able to pinch and zoom and like really zoom in on whatever the topic is.
Yeah. That's so smart. Having more than one monitor is a game changer. I actually just revamped my own setup. It took me long enough, but now I have like one big monitor and then I have like two other smaller ones. And it's a game changer in terms of like being able to see everything and being able to screen share as well easily. Having a second monitor is so useful. And StreamYard will pick it up really easily. Like when you click to share screen, it'll recognize both your monitors. So there's no hassle with that at all.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, it's great. Yeah. I use I've got 3 monitors here, and then my phone.
Amazing.
I've got a Stream Deck, if you guys know what that is.
Yeah.
I've got, probably the most important thing I have is actually the sound machine, that has all the different, the applause.
You have one in the box and one out of the box? Like
yeah. Somebody sent me another one. I've been using this one for like 3 or 4 years or something.
Well, you have to have a backup, so thank God. Just in case.
Yeah.
Dimebag Darren says if you only have one monitor, shame on you. That's kind of a harsh way of saying it, but I would agree that 2 monitors or more is where it's at.
Yeah, and I don't only just do the talk show thing or the vlogging thing. I'm a gamer as well. I'm on Twitch, so I'm on Twitch playing games and stuff, and you have to have 2 monitors for that. I mean, you have to.
Now, do you do that on StreamYard as well?
I do. I mean, I use a lot of different stuff, but definitely you can game on StreamYard. You can play guitar. StreamYard has the stereo. You guys have stereo audio, so I can play my guitar through there, and everything is stereo. You can play music through there. You can do anything.
Tell us about graphics. Do you use any do you do graphic design, or do you have any, do you utilize overlays and video clips in your streams?
Yes, I do all that.
Tell us about it.
I do all that. I have, where you have the duck. What's the duck's name again? Puddles? Puddles. Mm-hmm. See, I know stuff. Yeah. Where you have puddles there, what I'll usually have is I've interchangeable QR codes that are sitting there.
Oh, nice.
So during a show, somebody can hold up their smartphone, open up their camera, scan over that QR code, which would be right there, and that'll jump them on their phone right to wherever, right to another video, right to my Facebook, my Instagram.
That's amazing.
Wherever that is.
How did you make that QR code?
Just online. I think you can go to like Shopify or something, and there's like a free QR code maker.
Cool. So you have that as the logo, and then Joe wants to know what's an overlay. So Joe, an overlay is like a solid image, or it can be transparent as well, that just goes on top of the screen. So this right here is what we call an overlay. It's basically a slide, like a holding static graphic. Then you can also do like transparent ones. So this is like an overlay that is clear in the middle, so obviously you can see us. There's a ton of different ways you can use overlays. You can even bring in like GIFs and stuff like that. Like we have
Yay!
The fireworks one.
Wow.
Straight away now.
I'm gonna have to start using those.
Yeah, pretty cool.
We're ready for a party here.
We sure are.
Yeah.
Okay, back to graphics.
Back to graphics.
I think we were done. I don't think Johnny
carried
was done.
away.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So what do? You use overlays, Johnny, or video?
All the time.
Yeah.
All the time. You guys have different brands in here. My first brand is totally full. I'm always having to change stuff out, but I've got cards for like, I'll make a new card for every show I do. I'll make stuff promoting. Like about a month ago when we booked this, I had a card that I made for this that I've been showing every show.
Amazing. Is it the card that I have that I'm going to share? Is that one that you're talking about? Or a different one?
I don't know. It's very similar to the one of us.
Oh, okay.
I made one of those about a month ago. It's very similar. It's very similar to the one that you guys used for this. But I'll make different cards for the shows. I'll show throughout the different shows. I use video. I've got video intro that I use, where I get to spotlight my own original music and stuff.
Nice.
I do all my own music for the stuff, and then I've got outro video. Outro video that I use. What else? I can't even think.
It's so second nature, you can't even remember what it is.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm never a guest on these shows. So it's like, it's awesome. It's awesome. But at the same time, it's like, I'm so used to sitting here and like running through like everything you're doing right now. That's what I'm normally doing like the entire couple hours that I'm on. Scrolling through the different things, highlighting the comments. I also use something called Nightbot, which a lot of people get mad at Nightbot because they think he's spamming the chat, but that's actually me. Where Nightbot has all these links already, and I can put in like a command, and it'll wake up Nightbot, and it'll spit out a video or a link, to wherever, or if I have a guest, it'll spit out like a link to like their website, and see,
about Nightbot. Nightbot stinks.
Yeah. Well, I think some of it might be jokes, because we do a lot of joking around on my channel. A lot of, we're not real, stuffy, serious, but there is a lot of joking around. There is a lot of, it's just fun. It's just a fun, good time, and it just kind of happened. I didn't plan any of this. I really didn't.
You're getting so many shout outs in the comments. Johnny says Zen Master. We have a blast. Andrew said you're a natural at being a guest. I love it.
Oh, thank you.
So Johnny, our last question for you is, what is your favorite feature of StreamYard?
Oh man. It might be cheesy. Just StreamYard itself.
Good
Maybe.
answer.
Does that count? Because like I said, when I started doing my shows, it was a pain to get guests in. It was just so confusing. And StreamYard it's so easy to use. Whatever plan you're on. It really is. But
That's your
aside,
favorite feature. Yeah.
but aside from that, I like. Oh man, sharing video. Actually, you guys have a new feature now where you can upload video and you can share it. So what I can do is I can upload a video clip and we can actually talk over the clip while we're showing it. I like that.
Yes. Oh yeah. We call that the share video file feature. Yeah.
Yes.
Very cool.
Yes.
All
And
right. And inviting guests.
Ask about.
And
That's what
StreamYard
take-
in general.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Also, I got a quick what do you call it? Request, I guess. I take a lot of calls on my shows, and so I'm always like, someone calls up because I've got a public number that I give out, and I'd recommend never doing that.
Yeah.
It's craziness, but I love it. So I'm always holding my phone up to this.
Awesome.
Maybe if StreamYard had a feature sometime in the future where you could actually like take calls, like punch in or have like a feed, some sort of feed line or a custom number or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Interesting. We will certainly tell the team, Johnny.
Yes, we will.
Great. I think that's a great feature. And a lot of people, they use all kinds of contraptions to actually set that up.
Yeah.
And it could just be built in.
It can be complicated.
Yeah.
It can get very complicated. Yeah.
Well, Johnny, for our viewers who don't already follow you, where can they subscribe, follow, see all the promo you're talking about, see all the streams you do every single day?
I mean, I'm basically everywhere. There we go.
Good answer.
JohnnyBeane.link will take you. It's probably best if you do it on your phone. If you're on your smartphone, just go to JohnnyBeane.link and basically all those pages you're seeing right there will be right there. You can just click on them and click follow, and you can just Google my name. I'm right there. And some of those words are like iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. What I do is every time I'm done with the show, I'll download the audio and upload it as a podcast. So it's also
nice.
Also everywhere, and luckily my shows work as podcasts as well. It's not all about looks.
Double whammy. I love that.
Joe says, text Johnny at 4 a.m. LOL.
Yes.
We'll do that on the public number. Well, Johnny, this has been so much fun. Thank you for returning to the Spotlight show since you had so much fun the first time. We really appreciate you joining us.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. This is great. Thank you. Sherman, Joe Hervey, Symmetry, all you guys. Andrew. Hey, Andrew. I know you, man. Robot. Zach. Thank you, everybody. Pete.
Yeah, thanks so much for joining us. And we will see you on the next StreamYard Spotlight.
See you then. Thanks.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.